Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. In the next 10 minutes from Completely Beginner, you will be able to create this app with 2 pages. You will be able to create this React application with 2 pages, about and home. But before we start, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Okay, so first of all, you will need Node.js on your computer. So if you don't have it on your computer, let's go to the nodejs.org and install the latest version for yourself. After you installed Node.js, you can open up the folder where you would like to create your very first React application. Then open up a terminal inside that folder and use the following command: npm create vite at latest. So basically we will use vite to create our React application. Name your project. I'm gonna call mine first app. And you can choose different packages, different frameworks, but I will use the React library. I will create a React app and I will use TypeScript for this React application. Okay, now let's see the inside this application and use the npm I command. Okay, now let's install React Router. So npm install React Router DOM. And now let's use npm run dev for boot up our server. You can open the application on this localhost 5173 port now. So here you go, we have our very first React application up and running. And if you want to know where is these icons and text and this count component comes from, let's open up VS Code and I show you the folders and files in it. Okay, so here we have our React application, and basically we have this index.html with this div with an ID of root. This is the div where our React basically get injected. So if you check the main inside the source folder, the main tsx file, you will see that we are selecting that div element by its ID root, and we render our React application inside that div. So this line here selects this div by its ID and render the React application inside this div. And basically we are rendering one React component here, which is the app, and this can be found inside the source folder app.tsx. So here is our 2 logos, and here is our text, and here is our counter component. As you can see, this is the button and we show the current count. So here's the text, here's the counter. Anytime we click on it, the counter is add 1 to the current counts. And just for quickly, we can delete these icons. We can delete this h1 tag, we can delete this p tag, this one as well, and we can create one more button here, which gonna say anytime we click on this button, we would like to set the current count to 0, because this is the default state. Default state is 0, and anytime we click, we add 1 to the current state. So in order to do that, we just need to change this to 0. Reset counter. And here you go, we have this button now, and if we click on it, it's reset. This is adding one, and you can reset. Okay, now let's create two pages. One is home page and the other one is about. We don't need to import the two logos because we have deleted them. So if you go to the main.tsx, we need to import our router here. Okay, so first of all, we need to import our browser router from React Route DOM. And now we need to wrap our entire application inside a browser router component. Okay, now we're done with the main.tsx. We need to go to the app.tsx. This gets rendered here. So let's go here and import our route and routes from React Router. Route is a self-closing component, and the backslash should be here on front of the routes. Okay, so inside the route we will define each of the paths. So basically we will have two paths. One is for home and one is for about. And we need to define element where what we would like to basically return when we click on that, when we visiting that route, when we visiting that path. So we would like here we are returning our home component, which is not created yet, but we will create it soon. And also we need one more route for the about page. Okay, so basically we are getting error because it couldn't be found. The component is not ready yet. So let's just create a home and an about pages. And let's create an about. Okay, and now we need to import these components. Okay, so let's just create our home page and about page as well. Okay, so we are serving the home page by default, as you can see, because we have our app.tsx, and by default we are visiting the home page, and you can see the counter above the basically above the rendered element. So we can delete this and create a navbar for us. Instead of href we will use to. So to, we would like to navigate to the home page. And same for the about. And we are getting this error because this link component is not imported from React Router, so let's import it. And now we should have a navbar navigating to the home and to the about page. Okay, so we have the home and about, and as you can see, our route is changing and we see different pages. Okay, so let's install Tailwind CSS for our React application to have a nice looking website. Tailwind CSS React Vite. And you just need to follow the command. We already have created our React application, so the next one is these two. Okay, let's configure our tailwind.config.js file. We just need only these two lines. And also add these 3 lines into the index.css. Delete everything from here. Add these. And just make sure you are using the index.css on every pages. So on the app.tsx you need to delete this line here. We don't need that anymore here. And we don't need this one as well, because we don't have the counter on our page now. Okay, you need to restart your server now. And as you can see, the Tailwind is working now. It hasn't worked before we restarted the server. Now let's make it inside a container. Let's place it inside a container. So basically, let's just wrap everything inside the div. And make a class of container mxauto. Basically, I just now gonna format the page. It's only CSS. It's only Tailwind CSS.